Okay, hopefully my glue gun is hot enough. Yes. So I'm just going to add, I'm going to flip this around, add a dab of glue really gently onto the leaf. Got that string there, you can get that later. I'm going to glue it on the top of my sign. Just drape this down. If you want a little like hanging over it, this netting is pretty cool, so you can kind of just place it anywhere you want. I'm just going to stick a tiny bit of glue here and drape the netting down there. Okay. Same thing with my pumpkin. Some glue on my pumpkin and my netting at the same time. Because once you push this down, the glue spreads, so it'll adhere your pumpkin. Okay, that sign turned out pretty cute. We're going to set this aside, make sure this is really nice and dry, and I'm going to show you how to create his little trick-or-treat pail. The first thing you want to do, this one's already flattened for me, so you want to make sure you flatten yours. Kind of want to open it up with both hands and push down on this side. Go from corner to corner and pinch it if you have to. You're basically just folding this side down, okay? Once you have that done, you want to fold your sides inward. And then all you're going to do is glue this flap over it. Okay, because you're creating your bottom. So I'm going to unfold this. I'm going to add some hot glue. And I'm going to fold it down and hold it there. Okay, you just created the bottom of your pail. Now you want to create the top. Okay, so you're going to cut from one edge to the other in like a U shape. I'm going to use my jagged edge scissors because I don't want it to have a perfect We just designed his trick-or-treat pail from a TP mini roll. Or recycled mini roll. TP roll. Jeez, my can't get the words out right today, guys. Okay, so at this point, you're going to want to paint. I paint the inside. You don't have to finish it if you don't want to. But I do paint my inside. If I can figure out how to make something from and recycle it, I love doing that. I think it's a lot of fun. See what else you can create from something that's already been created. Okay, paint the inside and the outside. Like I said, I already have this mixed with half black acrylic paint and half Mod Podge. So it's going to seal it at the same time. And I'm making a mess here. Painting my fingers as well. Are you guys as messy when you paint as I am? Ugh, I'm terrible. Okay, got that done. Let me wipe my fingers off a little bit here. And I'm gonna hit it with my heat tool. Let me plug that in. I unplugged it from my glue gun. Okay, and we're going to dry that up. Speed up the drying process for the camera. You're going to be doing a whitewash over this as well. Just kind of hit the inside a little bit. I'm mostly worrying about drying the outside right now. And don't hold it in one place too long, because you don't want it to bubble on you. I mean, if you want to bubble, look for, go for it, but. Okay, so that's pretty dry. I'm going to go through now and give it a little bit of a whitewash all over. Don't worry if you get too much, because it's mixed with the white paint's mixed with the water, and it's not really going to dry that fast, so you can always wipe it off wherever you want. I'm going to whitewash the inside a little bit as well. And you can just rub if you want. Rub some of it off if you don't like, that look there. That looks kind of good. And of course, my messy fingers. Gotta wipe them off. Gonna hit it with some heat, guys, to make sure it's nice and dry. I love this heat gun, but it's so loud. I really would like to get another one, but I kind of don't want to get another one because I already have this one and it works just fine. It's just for video purposes. I'd like it to be a little more quiet. Okay, I'm going to flatten it out a little bit because I'm going to be stamping on it. Not too much though. Don't want my seal to break. Okay. I don't have orange ink. So what I'm going to do, take my orange paint. I'm going to paint a piece of, I have all this foam, these foam sheets I had purchased. I got 32 for $1, so I thought that was a good deal. I'm just going to rip a piece of foam off. I'm going to paint it with my orange paint. I'm going to take my Trick or Treat stamp, stamp into the orange paint. Okay. And I'm going to stamp my little tote here. Oh, the treat didn't come out very well. Put my finger in there and there we go. Okay. Paint cleans off just as well, but I'm probably going to wash it really good, just so the acrylic paint doesn't stick to it. I hit it with my heat. And I took one of my Marvy markers that I don't really use too much for anything except doing my tiles and things like this, so I'm not worried about ruining them or anything like that. I just kind of go over it. The reason why I didn't just draw it on with this marker is because it doesn't show up that great. But the paint didn't go on well enough, so I'm just kind of going over it. Okay, so trick or treat, that's all done. Alrighty, let's see. Now you wanna, I bought these at Michael's, back in there where they sell their Halloween stuff. And I'm going to pop him onto, this is about 6 inches as well. Pop him onto the wire. I'm going to pop my wire through. Oh, I didn't make my holes. I got ahead of myself. On the sides of your little trick-or-treat tote, you want to punch a hole on each side. Okay, down from the edge. I put my little skull on there. And put the wire through. And I'm going to use my pliers again. Oops, sorry, bumped my camera. Twist up the wire. Oop, that one came back out. Fingers do not want to work today. There we go. Twist up the wire, okay, on each side. Now I'm going to do a little bit of the netting, like I did on the other side. Just a little piece is going to go underneath here. So I kind of like drape it in the back, inside the tote, in the front. I'm going to add some hot glue. Whoop. Little too much on there, but that'll come out. Hot glue down here on the corner, and then you're going to push your skull down. Okay, so he's glued down onto the edge. And take the rest of my netting, I'm going to stuff it into the tote here. I'm just going to spread it around. I'm going to drape a little tiny bit up front. Mostly it's going to be hanging out in here though. Add a little piece of glue in the front. Press that down. Do the same thing in the back. And push that down as well. Okay. So now we have our little trick-or-treat tote. I'm going to pinch these together and kind of create a little circle up here. And I'll show you why in 1 second. Get my ghost back out. Oh, his little hat. His little hat came off, guys. Re-glue his hat there. There we go. Okay, let me get the paint out of the way because I don't want to get any paint on him. Just where his little hand is, you're going to want to pinch this, loop it over, and then pull it tight. Okay, so he looks like he's carrying his little trick-or-treat tote. Same thing on the other side. When we made this loop, push his little fist through, and then you want to pull on the wires to tighten it around his wrist, so he looks like he's carrying his little sign. Okay, And that's it, guys. We're all done. I hope you enjoyed it, and join me next time for week 3 of the 13 Haunted Projects of Halloween. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great day.